seeking happiness and we don't know how to be happy. Audio video check, Sudeep. Sip Ashok, Sip Meera, Sip Girish, Sip Raju, Sip Yogini, Sip Sudeep, Sip Rekha, Sip Roop, Sip Sangam, Sip Gautam, Sip Bliss, Sip Eru, Sip Mrs. Sadhwani, Sip Parutiyama, Sip Kundan, Sip Atmatray. The topic, and Rumataji is logging in. The topic of today's discussion. Administrator, the topic is how can we be happy all the time? I know this is Ashok Chotwani's favorite subject. So Ashok Chotwani is already, and I also know his answer. So Ashok Chotwani's favorite subject. Yes, Ashok. So sometimes, you know, sometimes a topic like yesterday, somebody sent me a feedback. Why was it more like a lecture? So I don't like to give lectures, but sometimes I'm a little firm. I try to explain something. So please don't take it like that. I don't intend to make it like a lecture. I like to explain to you all the truth about life. Ashok Chotwani.
Shivam, sir.
Shivam.
Sir, to be happy all the time, first of all, we have to realize the truth that we are divine soul and SIP is everything.
How will we realize that all the time? How?
We have to follow the procedure of self-realization that.
Okay. So therefore, if I ask, if you are giving the answer in a one-line answer, Ashok,
No, sir.
how
No, sir.
can we
Actually,
be happy all the time? Answer?
Yeah, I have to add. Then we will be free from the attachment and desire of this world. And our focus will be totally on SIP. And we will follow the principle of accept and surrender. Then we will be happy, sir.
I want to know, I'm telling you, I myself, you know, for the last 24 hours, somehow I lost my peace of mind. And I didn't know why I lost my peace of mind. I was searching. And I found something stealing my peace. I had something, somewhere my peace was in pieces. And I did a lot of introspection. Maybe that's why I chose the topic for today like this. How can we be happy all the time? There is a method. Can somebody else try? Ashok Chotwani, thank you for giving a lot of ideas. But I want to give you all a practical. I always want to give you all simple, practical answers. A child should be able to say 2 + 2 is equal to 4. How can we be happy all the time? There is a way. Who can tell me what is the way to be happy all the time? Who can tell me?
मन रे तू काहे को शोर करे, मन ये दुश्मन बड़ा हमें सताता सदा, मन ये मन ये सत्य को छुपाता है, मिथ्या को दिखाता है, संसार में डुबाता है, दुखी कराता है.
Girish, if everybody sings like you, everybody will be happy all the time.
Yes.
I'm telling you, if everybody sings like Girish, I can guarantee you, if you all sing like Girish, you will be happy. I can guarantee you.
शांति से मिला क्या हसी आनंद. See, peace is the foundation of happiness, which is already there. We need not find it. But these thoughts become mind, goes to future, and
so tell me honestly.
Past. So
tell me honestly.
Peace is disturbed.
Yeah. Tell your theory is 100% correct. Tell me honestly, in a day, how often you become unhappy? Tell me honestly.
Some 4 or 5 times.
I like your honesty. Honesty is important. Between all of us, we are a very intimate group. I like honesty. I am telling you, I am honest with you also. Honesty is very important. So Girish, how can we avoid losing that happiness? How can we avoid losing that peace?
We have to preserve the foundation of happiness, which is peace, which is already there.
How?
Since the mind oscillates, we lose our peace.
Absolutely.
Our peace become pieces.
Absolutely.
So we have to be happy in the now,
Absolutely
next
right.
moment. And that has to be continued so that we can always be happy.
Absolutely right. Not 99, 100% right. But how?
This moment we have to be happy. That has to be repeated moment by moment so
Arre
that
wah.
it becomes continuous.
Arre wah. Amazing. Amazing. Girish says just you're happy in this moment and then you keep on repeating. Repeat moment by moment by moment. Be happy now, then be happy now, and be happy now, and be happy now, and be happy now. You just have to be happy now. That's all. That's all, Girish. You just have to be happy now, and now, and now, and now. But how? But
By,
how?
by remaining happy, being happy in the moment.
Correct. Absolutely correct. So, Girish, you're going to give the answer today. You and Ashok Chotwani, you both know the answer in the tip of your lip. You know it in the tip of your lip. Means it's just there. It's just here, the tip of your lip. But it will come.
Se mila Sachidananda.
Huh?
Sat ka chit se mila Sachidananda.
I told you it's in the tip of your lip. You are right. Let's hear the others. Rekha Parvani.
Shivoham,
Shivam, Rekha.
even I wanted to say we have to live in the now, not go to the past and present.
But we go, na?
Yeah, we
But
go.
we go. We are not able to be in the moment, right? We are
Yes.
not able to be in the moment because we let our moment get stolen.
Yes.
The chore. What's the song? Man bada hai chor, चैन चुराता है, डर और चिंता में हमें डुबाता है, मन को है मारना, दुश्मन बड़ा है वो, मन को जो मारे, mukti wo pata. How, my dear friends? You know something? Happiness is the most priceless commodity in the world. The
Yes.
more important than jewelry, more important than property, more important than relationships, more important than anything in this world is happiness. I'm telling you, if you have a relationship and that relationship is making you unhappy, would you like to have it?
No.
If you have some wealth and money, you would like that's making you unhappy, would you like to have it?
No.
You have a business and that business is making you unhappy, would you like to have it?
No.
You are achieving success, but that success is making you unhappy, would you like to have it?
No. So
how can you be happy? How can you be peaceful? What you all are saying is right. Only now, one of our favorite books, completely sold out. Be happy in the now.
No.
One more book, completely sold out. Completely sold out. Live life moment by moment.
Yes. And whatever happens, right, we should accept and surrender. We should say, like Prabhu ki Leela. So when anything happens, we should accept that it is.
Okay,
Then
but you're
also
not
we are
telling
happy.
me, you're not giving the group the answer. How? How? Kaisa? Kaisa karna? Kaisa?
We have to kill the mind.
Kill the mind.
Cremate it.
Bliko and Rumataji. Let's try. Let's see, Bliko and Rumataji. Bliko?
Yeah. Shivam, everybody.
Yes, sir.
So the mind is the main culprit of stealing our happiness. So what I think is
all of you
have to understand.
Favorite, aap sabka favorite mind hai. All of you know the favorite is mind.
Because everybody is getting troubled by that only.
Okay,
so the mind is actually thoughts. We have to understand there is no mind, and we have to steal the mind and watch our thought. And anytime we get unhappy, we have to come back to consciousness. When we come back to consciousness means we have to still the mind, stop the thoughts and watch one by one, and then allow only the good thoughts. then you will be happy always, naturally, because the happiness is already, our true nature is happiness. So it should not go anywhere. It should be available all the time. But we have to understand the mind is making this problem. So the main factor is to still the mind and come back to consciousness.
What you are saying,
that is the way we can do.
What you're saying is 100% right. I'll tell you something, everybody in this group knows the answer. But I have to give you all the answer. How to be happy all the time? I have to give you the answer in one word.
One word.
I have to give you the answer in one word. One word.
Wake up from the dream. That's it. We are
Wake up from the dream. 5 words.
5 words. Oh.
Rumata ji, pata de, Bliko, thank you for Bliko leaves his meeting and comes out to talk. Thank you, Bliko, for doing that. Rumata ji, bataiye.
Shivoham, pranam Guruji.
Pranam Mataji.
We have to let go the things which disturb our peace of mind.
Correct.
By saying stop it, stupid.
Oh, stop it, stupid. Kya Rumata ji, aap kya modern, aap kya aapne kitna padha? Stop it, stupid pe kitna padha?
नहीं गुरुजी, मैंने कहा पढ़ा, मैं तो यहाँ हूँ, मेरे पास कोई बुक नहीं है।
आप तो अमेरिका बहुत पसंद आ गया, आप जाके 3-3, 4-4, 6-6 महीने अमेरिका में रहते हैं। Rumata ji, the problem is the moment you reach that state to say stop it, stupid, you're already unhappy. And I'm telling you, we all are stupid, including me. We are all stupid because we lose our peace.
Yes,
शांति में है जो जीवन जीता, सत्य का चित्त करता, वो आनंद पाता.
Silence.
Huh?
Silence.
Who's trying to grab the answer?
I told silence, Sirji.
Ashok Nishani. Okay, let me give the answer. Girish gave the answer, so it's not new. The one word, if you want to be happy all the time, the one word made up of 3 short words is Satchidananda. If you want to be happy all the time, you must be in a state of Satchidananda. You must, because Sat ke Chit mein hai Ananda. You just, in the state of Sat Chit, there is no mind. In the state of Sat Chit, this Leela is a Leela. Why do we forget it's a Leela? That in the drama, somebody is making us unhappy in the drama called life. Why? Because we think this drama is real. For example, we love somebody. That love can hurt us. Why? Because we let that love become samsaric pyar. If it is ishq, hakiki, if it is prema yoga, it can't hurt you. It can't hurt you. If you just make suppose you're doing karma yoga. Suppose you're doing yoga, you're doing karma, and that karma is from the ego, you're going to be losing your peace of mind. You have to be a karma yogi. Yogi jo yog mein sada hi rahe. How can we be in yoga? The way to be in yoga is Satchitanand. And many people don't understand the meaning of Satchitanand. Who can explain to me why Satchitanand means eternal happiness? Girish, you gave the answer in the song. I don't know, you sang and I told you you are right, but I didn't want to lose the mystery of the call. So who can explain to me why? Sudeep, can you explain, Sudeep? Why Satchitanand means eternal happiness? Who can explain? Sudeep, can you try?
So when we are conscious of the truth, so we'll get to know that what will be the sources of happiness that we were trying to find outside are actually false. And the true source lies inside. That is the Atma.
So what does Satchidanand do?
So it will make us conscious of this true facts that have been hidden from us. We feel that the happiness is outside.
The moment you are conscious of the truth, then what happens?
The mind will cut down, sir. Because when I know what the truth is, I was trying to give my happiness some kind of constraints. that
My
I
dear
will be
Sudeep,
happy if, or I will
My-
be happy if I go there, if this happens.
my dear Sudeep,
So those things will cut down.
when you become conscious of the truth, my dear Sudeep, there is no mind.
That's what I'm saying, sir. These thoughts will not come because now you know that happiness lies inside. I will not look outside.
You don't have to know anything. You don't have to do anything.
Yes.
Sudeep, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to know anything. Sat ke chit mein jo. Is that the song you were singing English or something else? Jo rehta ananda mein rehta सच्चिदानंदा हाल ये जो सच के एहसास से होता Ananda. You know, some this Ananda cannot be enjoyed even by Adani. You may be Adani. Adani, I read in some news, some came to me in the WhatsApp, the third richest man in the world. I thought Ambani. I used to always say Ambani. They Ambani chodo. Ambani is number 11 in the world. Adani. कौन है ये अदानी? मुझे नहीं पता अदानी कौन है. अरे he is the third richest man in the world. तुम क्या नहीं जानता है? पागल है साला तुम. Can Adani have Ananda? That is the question. If you have Ananda, if you are in Sat Chit Ananda, you cannot lose your happiness. You know why I lost my happiness? In 24 hours, why? Little bit I was perfectly okay. But back in my head, Sat Chit mein that was a virus. There was some virus in my Sat Chit. Therefore, my Ananda got a little corrupt. You know, they say, no, program is corrupted. The computer program is thoda corrupt hai. We have to reload the software. I had to reload Satchidanand. I had to reload. Have I told you all an interesting story? You are in a mood for a story? Can I tell you a story? Mood for a story? There was a man. I was wanting to play this video from last 2 days, but since I have not had a chance to play this video, let me make you all listen to a very interesting story. There was a king in Japan, and the king in Japan used to go riding on his horse every morning. He used to pass the jungle as an exercise. He saw one yogi, a Japanese yogi who had a bansuri. The Japanese yogi was the happiest man the king had seen in the world. He used to dance, he used to play the bansuri, pluck the fruits, jump in the river. The king said, how can a man be so happy? How can a man be so happy? The king went and told the yogi, Namaskar. He caught his feet and told him, Yogi, I want to learn how you are so happy. So please come with me to my kingdom. So yogi said, okay. So king made him sit on the horse, and like a ghodewala, the king was dragging the yogi, the fakir, on the horse. The king started to feel, look at this bloody useless fakir. ऐसे मैंने offer किया, come to the palace. He's a khota sikka. The king said he's a fake fakir, because he thought the fakir will say, nahi, I'm a fakir. I don't come to Raja. I will not come to palace. The fakir went to the palace. The king became miserable seeing the fakir every day. The fakir was sitting in the palace in a bigger room than the king, in makhmal, in a nice leather, velvety mattress, playing the flute, eating the fruits. The king became so jealous. The king became so angry. Why I brought this rubbish fakir to the palace? The king tolerated for 6 months. After 6 months, he went to the fakir and told him, time has come to take you back. The fakir told him, how come you're taking 6 months to tell me this? I could see on your face that you were unhappy the moment I sat on your horse to come. How come you are taking 6 months to tell me you want to take me back to the forest? Okay, king said, I'm very unhappy. He asked the fakir, okay, tell me why I'm unhappy. The fakir said, I'll tell you tomorrow after we leave the palace. Then they went out back to the forest, and the king asked the fakir, why I became so unhappy taking you. The fakir said, because you cannot come with me to the forest. If you come to the forest with me, you will be happy. The king said, how can I come? I cannot leave my palace. I cannot leave my money. I cannot leave my family. I cannot leave the Raja. I have to run. The king said, the fakir told him, Hamara kya hai? Suno, Raja, king. I was playing Basuri in the palace. I was playing Basuri in the forest. I was eating fruit in the forest. I was eating fruit in the palace. I was sitting and dancing in the forest. I was dancing in the palace. I was jumping in the water in the forest. I was jumping in your tub in the palace. You, the problem is with you. You don't know to be happy where you are. You are controlled by the circumstances. No circumstances can control me. You are worried about the future. You are all the time thinking of the past. I don't think of the past. I don't think of the future. The fakir said, Mujhe kuch bhi nahi chahiye. I have no desires. He told the king, you have so many desires. I have no duties and responsibilities. Main to fakir hu. I can get up what time I want. I can sleep what time I want. I can eat what time I want. I can sing what time I want. Oh king, you are a slave of your own prison. And you looked at me. You didn't realize I was the same happy fakir. In the forest, I was the same happy fakir. And in the palace, I was the same happy fakir. The king started to feel so miserable. Why? The king thought, why did I not learn from this fakir? From 6 months he was in the palace. Why I did not learn the art of happiness? My dear friends, what was the secret of this fakir? What was the secret of this fakir? The fakir used to live in Satchit Anand. Satchit Anand. The fakir knew, akela aaya, akela jayega. Khali haath aaya, khali haath jayega. The king is trapped in samsar. My dear friends, I try to live like a fakir. I try so much. I've tried to give up as much as I can. I don't even sign a check. I try, but it's not easy. So many of you think it's so difficult, it's impossible. It's not impossible. You just have to be in Sat Chit Anand. And this fakir told the king, if you had wanted to learn from me in 6 months, you would have learned. What is the fakir ko kya? Have you seen a real fakir? Have you seen a real yogi? A real yogi, my dear friends, is always in Ananda. And all the rich people in this world, they are miserable. The people who are chasing success are miserable. The people who are trying to live a samsaric life, they are miserable. But we are not able to escape from this samsara. We are caught in this samsara. Does it mean we have to leave the samsara? No, we have to live in the samsara. But we have to live as liberated souls. We have to live in that state of Sat Chit Anand. Do you agree the Sat is the Sat, or you don't agree? What Satri is saying, that we come without anything, we will go without anything. We come alone, we will go alone. We are sure to die. Any doubt? What I'm saying is true or is lies? You all believe the truth, but you are not in Chit of the Sat. Because you are not in Chit of the Sat, I myself, if I lose the Chit of the Sat, I lose Ananda. The moment we are in Sat Chit, there is Ananda. Over to you. This was an interesting story. I saw a beautiful video 2 days back. And this story was that video, or the story from that video, touched my heart very deeply. How the king thought he will take this fakir and go to the palace and he will become happy. When he took the fakir to the palace, the king became more unhappy. Why this fakir is enjoying so much in the palace, be more happy than me? But the problem was not with the fakir. The problem was with the mind of the king. The problem is here. What Girish said, Man ye dushman bada, hame satata sada, man ye dushman man ye. The mind. And how do we calm? How do you still the mind? How do you kill the mind? I just finished the book, Flip from Mind to Consciousness. What is this flip from mind to consciousness? It is being in the state of Sat Chit Anand. Over to you. We still have 10 minutes, I think 5-10 minutes for questions. Who would like to ask more questions on the subject? Ananda, happiness. How? How to be in that state of eternal happiness? How? The mind is constantly making us worry. The mind, when there is no need to worry, the mind makes us worry. The mind drags us into yesterday, it's gone. It takes us into tomorrow, not yet born. The mind is stealing the present moment. My dear friend, is it difficult to be happy now? Now, are you happy now, my dear friends? Are you happy now? Now, as you are now, are you happy? You just have to repeat this. Repeat the state of Ananda. Just repeat. Now, 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 now. कल में नहीं, पल में जियो. कल में नहीं, पल में जियो. Okay, who's going next? Is there any comment? Any question? If you don't want to ask on happiness, you can ask any question. You all got the answer? Who all got the answer clearly? How to be happy all the time? Bliss? Bliss, how to be happy all the time? Blicko next. Blicko wants to say something. Bliss, how to be happy all the time?
Be in the now. In
No.
silence.
How to be happy all the time?
Be in the now.
Satchitanand.
Satchitanand.
You know the meaning?
Conscience.
You know the meaning?
Conscience. Yeah.
Consciousness of the truth gives you Ananda. Always consciousness of the truth. Yes, Blicko, do you want to say something? Okay, I thought Blicko wants to say something. Okay. Any questions from?
I will tell you something.
Yes.
That we will be happy only in Satchidanand, in consciousness, when the mind is not disturbing, mind is not there, already it loses its existence, right? So I was thinking in a step one, like we have senses, right, and mind. It desires and it rolls us in the sansar. That is one step. And second step is intellect, which is above mind, which can watch, catch, let, and control. And above the intellect is the chit, which is consciousness, right? But I got confused with that thing that if the consciousness is strong, it should be controlling all this lower side and make us happy all the time. But why it is a struggle?
Let me explain to you. Very simple. Please pay attention, Blicko. You said the sequence a little confusing. Let me explain to you. As long as there is mind, we are unhappy, Blicko. You're clear about this? When there is no mind, which means there is no thoughts, then we are in consciousness. You're also clear about this? There is only, I made a new coin. I want to give all of you. One side of the coin is mind, one side of the coin is consciousness. Either you are in mind's head or tails. Either you're in mind or you're in consciousness. Now, in the consciousness, Blicko, in the consciousness, the intellect shines. You said something different. You said from the intellect comes above consciousness or below. No. It's very clear. It's like a dark room. Please imagine the dark room. In the dark room, the mind is keeping us in the darkness of ignorance. When the light comes on, when we ting tong, when the enlightenment comes on, this light is consciousness. In this consciousness, the intellect shines. Now, Blicko, now. In this consciousness, Blicko, in this chitta, we need satta. In this chitta, we need satta. And the sat is, I am not even the body. I am able to say, I am not the sense organs. Mano, buddhi, hankar, chitta, ninam, nach shrota jive, nach grana netra, chidananda rupa. This whole nirvana shatkam. This tells, neither am I the body. This is the sat, which must shine in the chitta. Are you getting my point, Blicko? You know that you know everything. Blicko, do you have in knowledge-wise, do you like anything?
No.
You know all the knowledge. You are not the body. You are not the mind. You are not the ego. You are the Atma. You are the divine soul. Happiness is within. You can be happy all the time. God is everywhere. God is Atma. Atma is Paramatma. My next book I'm starting to write tomorrow. Posimon. It's a new book. Starting tomorrow morning, 1st September. So you know Posimon, particle of sit, the supreme immortal power in every molecule of matter.
Of the matter.
The problem, Bliko, the problem.
Mind.
The light goes off.
Off.
The light goes off. The intellect does not shine because the consciousness is lost. The consciousness is lost, and Girish, we lose Satchidanand to what, Girish?
Mind.
No, Girish, I
We
thought you were
lose
going to give the answer.
consciousness because of
To
the
what?
mind.
Sudeep Bhargava, we lose consciousness to what? Who can tell me who's in consciousness today? Who's in consciousness today? I've given this answer to you 10 times.
Man mithya dukha, you told.
Correct. Man, who gave the answer?
I said.
Sudeep Bhargava. Sudeep, now I can tell you are in consciousness. Because you can lose Sat, Chit, Anand. Girish, you know this by heart, Girish. If you can only lose Sat, Chit, Anand when there is Man, Mit, Dukha.
Man, Mit, Dukha.
And don't Man, Sat, Chit, Anand, Man, Mit, Dukha. The mind, Liko, the mind will make us believe in the myth, and we will become so depressed. We will become depressed. We will become miserable. We become toxic. We become toxic in thought, in word, in deed, in everything. We become toxic. Hare, what are we doing? What's the guarantee, Bliko, I'm going to be here tomorrow? There is no guarantee you'll see me tomorrow. Let me live today in yoga. Let me live in Sthit Pragya. Let me live at the Jivan Mukta. Why am I losing to the mind? Why am I losing the battle to the mind? You're clear, Bliko? Have I clarified, or you're still not clear? You need to be in Sat, Chit, Anand.
Crystal
The
clear.
one word. Yes. Who? Somebody wants to ask something? Harshad. Live moment by moment. But how to be in that state? Harshal, the way to live moment by moment is Sat, Chit, Anand. My dear friends, what happens in consciousness? In consciousness, you are still. In consciousness, you are the witness, the observer. There is no thought. The world comes to a standstill. And you are in that state of Shanti se mila, kya hasi anand, sat ke chit mein mila, Satchidanand. You are in that state. You are in that state where you don't flip from yesterday to tomorrow. You don't live like I'm telling you, we have a big problem. All of us have a big problem. We all have a big problem because the mind is like a pendulum. Tadang, 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 tadang. It doesn't stay still. The mind is a monkey. It makes us a donkey. It doesn't let us be the boss because it takes charge of our horse. And it takes charge of the horse. And the man, you ask the man, kahan ja raha? He said, Ghode se pucho. Ask the horse. Why do we let the horse control our being the boss? We must be the boss. We must be the boss. And you can see the boss, you can be the boss when you are in Sat, Chit, Anand. Then you can be khushi, 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 khushi. You can be in that state of bliss, of divine love, of eternal peace. You need that. Rajesh Rao, why bad happens to good people, I want to know. Rajesh Rao is new. Rajesh Rao, have you ever seen apples growing on a mango tree? Have you seen? No. Which place are you from? Which place?
Bangalore, sir. Bangalore.
Bangalore. You please come to Kashmir. In Kashmir, in all apple trees, there are mangoes. I'll take you. You know, in Kashmir, in apple trees, mangoes are growing. You know that?
No, sir.
I'm telling you lies. It is impossible. It is impossible for mangoes to grow on an apple tree, Rajesh. So also, Rajesh, it is impossible for bad things to happen to good people. Because what is happening to people is their own karma coming back. The seed we plant, Rajesh, the seed you plant will decide the fruit on the tree. The deed you plant will decide your destiny. Whatever is happening in our life is because of our karma, our past karma. It may appear to be a good person and bad thing is happening, but you don't know that person's karma. Even if you know that person's karma, you may know this Janma's karma, this life. What about the previous life? So I think, have you come on this call before or the first time you're coming, Rajesh?
For the last 3 days I'm coming, sir.
Very good. What brought you to this call? How did you know about this call?
I was there in Panchgani, Pune for a workshop. So there, one of the SEG company employee, he told me about you. So then I ordered Amazon your book. So it is yet to come, and then because that book and your connect, so I came here.
Very nice. Do join us. But you must try to understand very clearly the law of karma. Rajesh, since you're interested, let me quickly tell you. The body will die, right, Rajesh? Every body will die. This body will die. But what we say the person passed away. Who passed away? The person who was alive, they passed away. And they take their karma. It's called me, M-E. Me means the mind and the ego. It carries karma and it goes into a new birth. That is why, Rajesh, some child is born blind. Why a child is born blind? Do you think God is cruel? God is not cruel. It is our own karma. That's why this child is born blind or the child is born in very kind circumstances. Now, this is a reason why bad things happen to good people. It is only because of karma. So I will be happy to send you some more books as well. Please note our number and you can ask for books and we are happy to give you as many books as you want. We are not here to sell books. We distribute books. You've bought on Amazon, but any amount of books you need, we will give you. Because this knowledge is not from a college. This is wisdom. The number is on the screen, Rajesh. You can copy the number in WhatsApp 98451555555. We are happy to share wisdom because, today, can I tell you something very funny? Today, somebody told me there's one man who's written a good book. He's a Rajya Sabha MP. I don't forget the name. So I ordered a soft copy of that book. And in the internet, it says soft copy not available, hard copy available, rupees 2,100 rupees. And I said, I don't want to buy the book. Why should wisdom cost 2,100 rupees? So my dear friends, this wisdom is free. This wisdom is free because it is priceless. This wisdom has no price tag. Remember, enlightenment has no price tag. You can't put a price tag to it. You can give hundreds of crores, but you can't get enlightenment. Enlightenment comes from a sincere source. My Guruji, for 25 years, in 25 years, my Guruji did not ask me for 1 rupee. In 25 years, my Guruji did not ask me for 1 rupee. My dear friends, let us realize. Last question. Anybody wants to ask me a last question? Thank you, Rajesh, for joining and asking us your question. Anybody else wants to ask one more question? We have time. Otherwise, I will close on happiness. Shivoham.
आप कहते रहते हो कि we have to be the boss, horse नहीं होना है. तो boss तो सिर्फ है ना.
Boss?
Boss तो सिर्फ है. हम boss कैसे बने?
बॉस का मतलब है हम अपने मन की, अपने विवेक, अपनी बुद्धि की काम करें. We should drive, we should be in command of our life. Horse का मतलब है आप घोड़े पे बैठे, आपको पता नहीं घोड़ा कहाँ जा रहा है. You should not be horse.
लेकिन बॉस तो सिर्फ है ना. हम कैसे बॉस बन सकते हैं?
हाँ, लेकिन आप ही सिर्फ है ना. बॉस तो सिर्फ है और आप ही सिर्फ है ना. आप कौन है? रेखा चौधरी तो आपका नाम है. तो सच में आप कौन है? आप तो सिर्फ है ना. इतने क्लास आने की बात नहीं मालूम है कि अभी भी आप सिर्फ हैं. रेखा, you are not Rekha. Your name is Rekha. You are the Atma. Atma is परमात्मा. इसका एहसास होगा, आप बॉस बन जाएगी, सिर्फ बन जाएगी. Okay, so my dear friends, today's session comes to an end with this note. Thank you, Girish, and those of you who started. Who started? I'm not sure, but Ashok Chotwani. Ashok Chotwani and Girish who have started the session. Ashok Chotwani, what is the way to being happy all the time, Ashok Chotwani? What is the way?
Satchit Anand sir.
अरे आप हमेशा बोलते हैं सच्चिदानंद, आज क्यों आंसर नहीं दिया आप? I thought it's your favorite word. Huh?
Actually, I thought that actually first we have to realize the truth, and then we will be happy.
Abhi you're clear. You're clear. If you want to be
Yeah,
happy,
clear.
be in Satchidanand.
Yeah.
Girish, any
Yes,
doubt,
sir.
Girish? If you want to be in happiness, my dear friends, you have to kill the mind, still the mind, and the only way, there is no other way. The only way is Sat Chit Anand. May you all be in that state of consciousness where there is Ananda, where there is bliss. May we tame the monkey mind that is taking us to a past. What did that Japanese yogi tell the king? Hey Raja, tum to paristhitiyon mein busy. You are so caught in circumstances. You are struggling. He told the Raja, I feel sorry for you. I feel pity for you. The yogi tells the Raja, I feel sad for you. What Raja are you? You are struggling in circumstances. You are a slave. Why have you made yourself a slave? This is your choice, O Raja. He told the Raja, leave everything. Leave your palace, leave your family, leave your... Raja said, how can I do it? The fakir told him, you don't do it. I'm doing it. I'm going. Because I want to be in Ananda, in Satchit Ananda. Because after all, the truth is, we all have to go. This world is just a show. We are not going to be here forever and ever. This is the truth we must realize. And if we realize the truth of Sat Chit Anand, then we will be in this state. Many of you hear the Qawwali, but do you make sense of it? तू यहाँ मुसाफिर है, ये सराय पानी है, 4 रोज की महिमा तेरी जिंदगानी है, जन जमीन जर जेवर कुछ न साथ जाएगा, खाली हाथ आया है, खाली हाथ जाएगा, जान कर भी अनजाना बन रहा है, दीवाने अपने उम्र फानी पर तन रहा है, दीवाने इस कदर तू खोया है इस जहां के मेले में, तू प्रभु को भूला है फंस के इस झमेले में, आज तक के दे ना देखा है, अविद्या में जीता जो, जिंदगी को ना समझा जिंदगी में रोता है, मिटने वाली दुनिया का एतबार करता है, क्या समझ के तू आखिर इससे प्यार करता है, अपने अपने फिक्रों में जो भी है वो उलझा है, जिंदगी हकीकत में क्या है कौन समझा है, आज समझ ले कल ये मौका हाथ न तेरे आएगा, वो गफलत की नींद में सोने वाले धोखा खाएगा, चढ़ता सूरज धीरे धीरे ढलता है ढल जाएगा. With folded hands, I bow down to you.